I'm Sago Ijuin. I'm a torture sommelier. I help people get true justice. One day I was meeting with a new client. Okay, so tell me what happened. Okay. It was a middle-aged man. He had this look in his eyes. This man killed my daughter, and he knew she was pregnant. I want you to help me set things straight. He wanted vengeance. What happened to his arm? I don't mean to be rude, but what happened there? Oh, this. I lost my arm 19 years ago trying to save my daughter. I raised her single-handedly with only one arm. His name was Kanzaki. He had a daughter and... You're gonna get married someday and leave this house. I'm gonna miss you.
Oh, Dad, stop it. I don't even got a boyfriend right now. But hopefully I get to meet a nice guy like you, Dad.
She was fresh out of college. 19 years ago. Come on, let's go get some sundaes.
Yay! Love you, Daddy.
He was out with his family, but then... This truck driver, he fell asleep at the wheel. Then, he came straight at them. Run! Chihiro! He did his best to protect his daughter. But then... They could move out of the way. The guy didn't even break. His wife died on the scene. My client lost his arm, but... You okay?
Yeah. What happened to you, Daddy?
I'll be fine! His daughter came out of the crash with a few scratches. But his wife was gone now. Don't you worry about Chihiro.
Is Mommy asleep?
He only had one arm now, but... You're my everything, Chihiro!
Thanks, Daddy.
He did everything he could for his daughter. Then, many years later, on her wedding day...
Dad, stop crying so much.
I can't help it!
I'll take good care of her, sir. I promise.
I'm so happy for you!
Oh, Daddy, stop it.
It was the best day of his life. Then, to make things even better, his daughter and her husband invited him to move in with them.
Dad, I'm pregnant.
What? Oh, that's wonderful news! Mom would be so happy!
Yeah.
Things were finally starting to look up for him. But then, one day when he came home... Huh? It's awfully quiet in here. Something felt off. Then when he walked into the living room... No! This can't be! Ah! No! His daughter and her husband were lying down in a pool of blood. The husband wasn't breathing. But his daughter... She was still breathing. But she was bleeding out fast. Chihiro! Hang in there! The ambulance is on the way!
Dad!
Stay with me! He did everything he could for her. But time was running out. Please, Chihiro! Don't die on me! It was a nightmare. Then...
Daddy, I'm sorry.
She stopped moving. She died in his arm. No! Chihiro! Please! Come back to me! Her body started turning cold. No! Chihiro! It was a living nightmare. The police told him they were stabbed multiple times. Whoever's responsible, we'll catch them. Thank you. Some of their valuables were missing too, so they probably broke in to steal from them. He still couldn't believe that this was happening to him. After that, he was like an empty shell of a man. He quit his job and started drinking heavily. Chihiro, I miss you so much. He had nothing to live for anymore. Then he made this call. Sasaki-san, I need your help. I want to find the person responsible. The guy? Anything for you, sir. It was the truck driver that ran over his family. Sasaki. You're up again, go! Yes, sir. His company was forcing him to work non-stop. Then he caused that accident. Ah! Sasaki apologized to my client many times. I'm truly sorry. I know I can't change what happened, but get out of my face. He wanted nothing to do with him at first. But Sasaki, over the last 19 years, he paid him every month for damages. He never missed a payment. After a while, my client decided to forgive him. Look, I know your company was working you like a dog, so I forgive you, okay? Thank you, but I'm still gonna keep making payments. And if there's anything I can do for you, all you need to do is ask. Sasaki knew he couldn't rely on the cops. You know anything about this? I'm looking for the killer. I heard about this. He started doing business with some shady people. Then, 3 months later, this bar owner up in Kokuin district. She knows everything. Go talk to her. Sasaki finally got a lead. So he went to this bar and the owner knew the person responsible.
So that was your daughter, huh?
Yeah. You know who did it?
Yes, I do, but this isn't gonna be easy to hear.
The guy responsible? His name was Ogawara, a former Yakuza. Don't come back!
Shut up! Nobody came to get me? What the hell?
He was recently released from prison after doing 5 years. That night...
Woo! Bring me more booze!
Of course!
He partied his ass off. He spent money like a maniac.
I did 5 years on the inside. I'm gonna get promoted for sure!
He had about 10 grand on him, but he used it all in one night. But then...
What the? Where did they go?
the Yakuza family he worked for, they were gone.
What the? No way!
The Kyogoku family took them out years ago. Stop selling drugs on our turf! Die! They were slinging dope in the wrong area. Ogawara had no idea.
I'm broke now! What do I do?
He thought he had a bright future ahead of him, but he was dead wrong. So now he was totally broke.
So hungry.
He was out on the streets. He couldn't take much more of this.
Can't wait for the baby!
Same here.
So, he decided to take things by force.
Look at them smiling and stuff. Life isn't fair!
Then he saw my client's daughter and her husband, and he decided to strike.
Give me your money, bitch!
What the?
Stop!
He followed them home and jumped them when they opened the door.
Please don't kill me! I got a baby and I want to let my dad hold her in his arms!
Nope, no, can't do!
Then he stabbed her to death. After that, he gathered some guys and started robbing people left and right.
I could do whatever I want!
Then he formed this new gang called the Kira. My client was furious to hear this. I'm gonna kill this man myself!
I wouldn't if I were you. He's very dangerous.
But then what am I supposed to do?
I know a guy. He'll be able to help.
So he came to me. Then he got on the floor and started begging me for help. I heard what you can do! Please help me, sir! Kansaki-san. He wanted vengeance. Then the look on his face changed. He killed my daughter and her family for no reason! My daughter died in my arms! Please kill him for me! He wanted blood. My mind was already made up. Don't worry, I got you. Thank you! Okay then, let's get to work. This guy killed an innocent woman and a baby for no reason. Nobody gets away from me. Nobody. I'm gonna make this guy suffer. A few days later, we were at their hideout.
What a dump.
Yeah. They were working out of this old building outside of town. But then when we got there, some guys were already there. I snuck up behind them. Then... You guys work for the Amuro family, right? Wow! They were some young guys. Who are you? He's scaring me. Itoyo-san! This is the guy! The torture guy!
That's Itoyo and Uzami. They work for the ML family.
Right. They said they were after the same guys. I'll help you take them out. But Ogawara, he's mine. Yes, sir. I just pissed my pants. I had nothing against the Amuro family, so I decided to help them. Then, when we entered the building... Yay! Shut up. Some guys came charging toward us, but it was nothing I couldn't handle. They didn't put up much of a fight.
Say bye to your knees!
Come on, do something. I told the young guys to join in. Come on, Usami. We can't let them take out all of them. Yes, sir!
Way to go!
I had a special guest coming today, so I didn't have all day long. Then Ogawara and Itoyo collided. Die!
Screw you!
This was taking too long, so I decided to make a move. You're done for. Come here!
What the dog?
I grabbed Ogawara. Then, as we were walking out... Okay then, he's ours. You okay with that? Of course, sir! This guy... he's scaring me. I think I crapped my pants. Okay then, moving on. About an hour later, we were back at the torture chamber. My guest was already there. Long time no see, Otonashi.
Good to see ya. Hey, Rukawa.
Hello?
His name was Shintaro Otonashi. His specialty was reptiles. He was the best in the game. Then...
Let's wake him up, shall we?
Wow, look at that thing.
She's cute, right?
he took out an alligator snapper. Then...
Dog!
Stop screaming so loud.
The turtle bit off Ogawara's jaw with a single bite. Then I asked him the question I always ask my victims. So, you killed an innocent couple and their baby for no reason.
So what?
The woman told you she was pregnant, but you killed her anyway. You feel any remorse? But then...
Remorse? Screw that! They got what they deserved! I don't care if she was pregnant!
Okay, I've heard enough. This guy didn't deserve to live. Okay, let's get started then. Ready, guys?
Oh yeah, I brought my A-team.
Here we go!
Then...
Ah! Snake!
It was an anaconda. This thing was huge.
She is very hungry.
You know how snakes eat their prey.
Ah!
The snake started wrapping itself around Ogawara.
Ah!
He could barely breathe. The anaconda was very strong.
Ah!
It started crushing every bone in his body. It didn't take long for him to give up.
Please, I'm sorry! Help me!
Pathetic. Then I opened the door. You begging for mercy now? You piece of shit.
Hey now, careful.
My client. He literally raised her single-handedly. She was everything to him.
Ah!
Then... Well then, time to die, asshole.
Ah!
Have fun being snake food. You don't deserve the gift of life. Burn in hell, maggot.
Ah!
Make sure the snake doesn't kill him right away. I want him to suffer for as long as possible.
Roger that.
Thanks. And so the job was done. Hopefully, this will give my client some kind of closure.
Yeah, by the way, the anaconda, she was scared of you.
Even animals are terrified of you, sir.
I know what it's like to lose a loved one, so I hope everything works out for him. I'm Sago Ijuin. I'm a torture sommelier. I help people get true justice. One day I was meeting with a new client. Okay, so tell me what happened.
Okay,
It was an old man, probably in his 50s. Then,
take a look here.
he took out this box and there was some hair inside it. This box seems to be made of paulownia, and this must mean a lot to him. Then he said to me,
This guy killed my daughter in cold blood. I want you to send him straight to hell.
he wanted vengeance. His name was Satozaki.
Dad, stop drinking so much.
Oh, come on now, I love drinking with you at home.
Oh, Dad.
She just turned 20. When his daughter was just a kid,
No!
Mommy?
his wife was killed by a drunk driver. After that, his daughter was all he had left.
You're my everything, Mai!
Stop, Dad!
He raised her single-handedly. Then one day, when she was in college,
I think I'm gonna get a part-time job.
Why, you need more allowance?
No, it's not that. I'm 20 now and I thought I could use the experience.
he was a bit worried at first, but he decided to let her try. So she started working at this hair salon near campus.
We'll throw you a welcome party soon, Mai.
Thanks!
And the reason she got a job,
Dad's almost gonna turn 50. I gotta get him something really nice.
she wanted to get her dad a nice birthday present. But then, about a month later,
Hello? Anyone home?
My client got home late one night, but his daughter wasn't home. He called her, but no answer.
Is Mai still there?
No, she went home 3 hours ago.
He called her workplace, but she wasn't there either. He went to the cops right away.
Where did you go? Please be okay.
He took time off of work and started looking for her every single day. But then 3 months later,
Why can't I find her? The police are useless.
she was nowhere to be found. He was starting to lose his patience.
What?
Then he got this call. It was from this PI he knew. His name was Suda. I was looking into the hair salon she was working at, and something isn't right. Suda was a friend of his from college. She's adorable. I guess she got her looks from her mother.
Yeah.
He knew his daughter well. I looked into the other branches around the city, and over the past few years, 5 women went missing. And they all worked there.
What?
His daughter going missing? It had something to do with the hair salon. He reported this to the cops right away.
Find anything?
No.
The cops went over to the owner's house to take a look around.
This is ridiculous. I did nothing wrong. You can't just come into my house like this.
But they couldn't find anything. But they weren't gonna give up just yet. I know they're up to something. Is it okay if I keep looking around?
Of course.
I'm gonna tell the owner for a few days, see if it leads anywhere. It was a long shot, but it was the only shot they had. But then, a few days later, Suda called him up. Then, my bad, man, I messed up. But don't worry, I found something and I sent over the data to this guy. Ah! Stop! Don't eat me!
Suda! Hey, Suda!
The call got disconnected. He never heard from Suda again. A few weeks later,
You are?
this woman came to see him.
You're Suda's wife?
Yeah, my husband asked you to give me this.
She handed him a letter. Sadozaki, if you're reading this, I'm probably dead by now. But if you want to keep going, call my informant. He owes me one, and if you tell him what happened, he'll be happy to help. The informant's number was written on the bottom.
My husband told me to give you this if he ever went missing. And like it says there, I think he's dead. He was always out to get the truth. I knew this day would come. Please catch the person responsible.
I'm so sorry for your loss. Don't worry, Suda. I'll catch the guy.
He was devastated. So the client made a call.
You must be Sadozaki. Yeah, I was a friend of Suda. He did me a solid. I owe him big time.
The informant said to him. Then he told him that he already knew who was responsible.
His name is Tomomitsu Sui Zenji. He's a serial killer.
What?
This isn't gonna be easy to hear, but
So the guy responsible? It was the owner of the hair salon, just as Suda suspected. He got off watching women suffer.
Yeah, that's it. Squirm for me.
He was responsible for the other women that went missing as well.
Dad, help!
Too bad.
And he knew this guy.
You decide. Thank you always.
Sure thing.
You pay me more than enough, so
His name was Ueda. He owned a small zoo.
thanks to them, I get to keep doing this and I'll get it caught. Okay, then let's get started.
Then he grabbed her hair and held her above the water tank.
Oh yeah, get her!
He used the gators to get rid of evidence.
Only idiots get caught with murder. I'm just too smart.
The perfect crime.
He kept girls' hairs as part of his collection.
So Mai and Suda...
yeah, the gators ate him. No bodies.
No!
He was shocked. Then he took out this bag.
What's that?
The guy, he keeps their hair as part of his collection.
Then he took out a bundle of hair out of the bag. One of his guys stuck into his house looking for evidence.
You get anything good?
Look here, it's got a date on it. This is a few days after she was reported missing.
Nice.
He found this at his house and brought it back for me. Then he took a whiff.
Mai.
It was his daughter's hair. He could tell right away.
I love you, Daddy.
He loved her more than anything in the world.
What did she do to deserve this? No!
The client was devastated. Then the informant said,
Suda-san was very good to me, so I'll introduce you to this guy. He'll set things straight for you.
and so he came to me. Then he took out this small sake cup.
The day after she disappeared, this came for me in the mail. She got this for my birthday, but ironically, I can't even drink anymore.
Then he got on the floor and started begging me.
Ijuin-san, I heard what you can do. Please, help me avenge my daughter and my friend.
Satozaki-san. Then the look on his face changed.
She was my everything. She didn't deserve to die like that. And he even killed my friend. This guy needs to go.
He wanted blood. My mind was already made up. Don't you worry, I got you.
Thank you.
Time for me to get to work. This guy killed innocent women for no reason and fed them to the gators. You filthy animal. I'm gonna make you suffer. By the time I'm done with him, he's gonna be begging me for the gift of death. The next day, we headed to the zoo where he gets rid of the body.
Apparently he's making a payment today.
People like them make me sick. Suizenji was coming over to make a payment. But then when we jumped the fence, we ran into someone unexpected. Well, this is a nice surprise. You're Nagamo from the Amo family. That's right, nice to meet you. Ijuin-san, the torture sommelier. His name was Nagamo, the sickle master. Die! He was a very violent man. I asked him why he was here. Sachiko, my hairstylist. He killed her. And he did it on our turf. His hairstylist was murdered by Suizenji. She was the sweetest girl ever. Ijuin-san, mind if I tag along? Sure. So he lost a friend too. After, we snuck into the building.
It's dark.
Is anyone home?
I think so. Keep your eyes open. All the lights were off. Then... Huh? A light turned on.
You can't just come into private property like that. That's illegal.
You guys need to be punished.
Let's feed them to the gators.
It was Suizenji and Ueda. They were already here. We need to be punished? That's a good one. Shut your mouth, you murderer. It's time to pay for what you've done.
Murderer? You got any proof of that?
He started laughing at us. But then Nagamo said to him, I'm the Yakuza. We don't need proof. You killed an innocent girl. Now you're gonna burn in hell. That's right. He's in the zone. He's ready to tear them apart. But then Suizenji replied,
You guys aren't making any sense. Here, play with the gators.
Then we heard footsteps approaching. Then these two gators appeared. They were huge.
You should have never come here, because now you're all gonna die. Just like that PI who came after us.
Then the gators came charging towards us. They must be really hungry. But then Nagamo... You little shit! Come here! He took out a Molotov cocktail and threw it at the gator. He hit one of them and... The gator went up in flames.
What the hell?
Suizenji started to panic. Nagamo didn't stop there. You think you can eat us? Think again! Die! He took out his gun and emptied his clip into the other gator. I was already behind them, but they had no idea. Hey, idiots.
Huh?
Time to get rid of the evidence. Then I threw him in the tank. Have fun!
No, stop!
That takes care of him. Then, Nagamo landed a nasty uppercut but knocked out Suizenji. Die, you little shit! Ijuin-san, you can take it from here. You sure? He killed your friend, didn't he? Yeah, but he'll suffer more if you finish him off, so... Oh, Sachiko, I miss you. This guy gets it. I like him. So we took him back to the torture chamber. Rihei, thanks for coming. I want you to make this guy suffer for as long as possible.
Sure thing.
Rihei was already there. Time to wake his ass up. Get up! And I kicked him in the head. Guys like him make me sick. Get up, you piece of shit! Okay then. But before we begin, I asked him the same question I ask all my victims. You killed my son for fun and fed her to the gators. She was my client's only daughter. You feel any remorse? I knew it was a waste of time, but I always had to ask. But then...
So what? I don't give a shit! And you can't prove any of this! It's a perfect crime!
Well, I've heard enough. Then show me proof that you're innocent.
Huh?
I could tell you're guilty just by looking in your eyes. Let's begin.
Yes, sir.
This is gonna hurt!
Rihei handed me a cage. You know what these are?
Crickets? What are you gonna do?
The cage. It was filled with oriental garden crickets. Okay, ready? Say bye to your brains.
Huh?
Then I shoved the tube into his ear. Ha!
Ah!
Get it in there, nice and deep. Then Rihei started heating up the cage.
Come on, guys.
Stop! No!
The crickets started crawling towards Suizenji.
Ah!
Wow, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, they haven't eaten in days, so...
The cricket started eating his insides. A few minutes later, all the crickets were inside him. Rukawa, shut his ears and nose with a sewing kit.
Got it! Stay still!
Ah!
Now they can't get out. 20 minutes later,
Ah, my head!
they're eating your brains. These crickets ate everything. I kept his mouth open to give him one last chance to make things right. Hey, idiot. What's inside your head right now? If you get it right, I'll let you go.
Huh? Ah, crickets! Please help!
Crickets? Show me proof.
I can't.
Oh, that's too bad then.
What? No!
No proof, no deal. Time to die. So I let the crickets continue, and 13 hours later, he finally died. When I told my client that the job was done, he started crying.
Thank you.
My family was murdered as well, so I know how it feels. But at some point, you gotta move on, so I wish you the best of luck, sir. What I do isn't pretty, but someone has to do it, so might as well be me. I'm Shigeo Ijuin. I'm a torture sommelier. I help people get true justice. One day this woman came to see me.
Are you Mr. Ijuin?
She had this burn mark. It was all over her neck. It looked very painful. She wasn't trying to hide it though. So, what brings you here?
These animals killed my son for no reason. I want them gone.
She wanted vengeance. Her clothes were very clean. She's well dressed. But her shoes. Those burn marks? So I asked her what happened. If you don't mind me asking, what happened there?
I tried to save my son. I got burned in the process. Those animals, they burnt my son alive.
Then she started telling me what happened. Her name was Katsuragi. She had a son. Later, Mom!
Want me to drive you to the station?
He was fresh out of college. He had a disability. I'm fine, no worries! When he was young... Ah!
You okay?
He was in an accident. Back then, my client was working full-time, but...
Want something to drink?
She went to see him every day. The doctor said I might never walk again. I should just kill myself and end it all. His leg was paralyzed in the accident. She lost her husband in a car accident when her son was still young. She couldn't believe this was happening to her son.
Don't say that. I'll always be there for you, so please don't talk like that.
Mom, she decided to get a new job to make more time for her son.
You're my everything. I love you.
She was willing to do anything for him. Then, a few months later,
Here we are.
they found this really good doctor nearby.
I took a look, and with some rehabilitation work, he might be able to walk again.
Are you serious?
They were thrilled. She did everything she could for him.
Here you go.
Thanks, Mom. She worked non-stop for him. Ugh!
You got this, honey. I believe in you.
She was all she had, and she wasn't gonna give up on him. Then, a few years later, I did it, Mom! I can walk again!
Oh, Masato.
He could walk again. He still needed crutches, but it was a big step forward for him.
Congratulations. I'm so proud of you, baby.
She couldn't stop crying. Then he got his bachelor's degree online. Mom, I got a job offer from Company S!
That's great, honey.
He was all grown up now. I could go to the doctor's office by myself now, no worries.
Okay, dear.
She was glad he could do things on his own now, but she spent years doing everything for him, so she kinda missed that.
Oh, he's growing up so fast.
But then, that day, something horrible happened. When she turned on the TV,
Miyashita Hospital is on fire. Many are injured and...
What?
that's the hospital her son was at. She ran out of the house and started calling him, but
Oh, please be okay.
she got there as soon as possible. But when she got there, the place was already up in flames.
Let me go, please. My son is in there.
Stop, it's not safe!
She was starting to lose her mind. Then,
Move, I gotta go in there! Ah!
this man pushed the firefighter aside and started running toward the building. Then the others followed,
Masato, where are you?
but she couldn't find him. Some of the other parents started collapsing.
Masato,
Then, she started feeling dizzy herself.
please be okay.
Then she passed out. She woke up in the hospital. She was alive, but she was severely burned. Then this detective showed up.
It's a miracle you're still alive. You shouldn't have ran in there like that.
Sorry.
She was the only one who made it out of that fire alive. Then she asked him,
Is my son okay?
but
Sorry, but he didn't make it.
she was crushed. She was in no condition to walk, but she begged him to take her to him.
Masato, no! No!
I'm so sorry.
She was devastated.
No, this isn't happening. Why? Why?
A few days later at his funeral,
You okay? Here, let me give you another shot.
Okay.
she was still severely injured, so the doctor had to be next to her at all times. Then, a few days later, things took an unexpected turn.
I just got the autopsy, and he was shot with a modded BB gun of some sort, and that was the cause of death.
What? I thought he died in the fire.
She couldn't believe what she was hearing. According to the detective, when the hospital caught on fire, all the exits were set on fire.
Help!
Doctor, we're trapped!
We gotta get the patients out of here!
And the fire was started by some sort of timed ignition device. Masato-san was inside too, and I can't die here! I can't do that to Mom! He somehow found an exit, but then something unexpected happened.
Die, fool!
He got shot in the head. People responsible, they were watching the exits and...
You're all dead!
No! Mom, I'm sorry. They shot whoever tried to come through. Then Masato-san lost his life.
All the patients were found dead, and we have no leads yet.
They can't get away with this.
My client wanted vengeance. Then the detective showed her something.
What's this?
Your son had it on him. I think it flew out of his hands when he was shot.
It was this fancy box. She opened the box and, dear Mom, she found a pair of high heels and a letter.
Masato.
Then she started reading. Dear Mom, I know you stopped wearing high heels after the accident, so that you could take care of me. She was touched. Thank you, and he knew how much she sacrificed for him. Well, now I'm all better, so hope you enjoy. Love you. She was speechless. She started crying out loud.
Masato! Why? Why?
She couldn't believe he was gone. Then, she swore revenge on the people responsible.
Whoever did this, they're dead.
It was the only thing that kept her moving forward. So she started looking into the case herself.
I might be able to find something on the dark web.
She was a system engineer, so she knew her way around the internet. Then she stumbled onto this form.
Gokoku Sotenkai?
She was onto something. It was this right-wing organization. They were extremists. They had their own idea about the perfect world, and it was quite disturbing.
We must make Japan great again, and to do that, we need strong citizens. We must get rid of the weak. Those who cannot work, they must go.
They wanted to make the country great again, and they claimed that getting rid of the weak was the way to achieve that. It was similar to the idea of eugenics.
Stop! People like you aren't allowed to have kids, sorry.
Before the war, they actually had inhumane laws prohibiting those with disabilities to have children. But years later, the government admitted their wrongdoing and made a formal apology. Victims of such heinous laws were compensated. But these guys, they still believed in this, and they decided to take action.
We don't need you. Die.
God won't.
And they chose Miyashita Clinic as their first target. My client was infuriated.
But I need more than this to get the cops involved.
That night, she snuck out of the hospital. The next day, she went to their headquarters.
Maybe there's a way in.
She waited outside for a few hours. But then,
What are you doing here? Come with us!
she got caught by some of their guys. But then, what are you doing? Let it go.
Yeah, you better back off.
You guys want to die or something? They were Yakuza. They worked for the Amuro family. Their names were Koichi Nagase and Kosei Kudo. But these guys weren't scared of the Yakuza.
Get lost! Back off!
They made the first move. But then, think fast! This is gonna hurt!
Ah! Die! Ah! That's it? You think beating women makes you tough? Think again! Ah!
They knocked them out cold within seconds. Then my client asked them for help.
Do you know anyone who can help me? I know these guys are the ones who killed my son.
What do you mean? So she started telling him about what happened. After that, Nagase introduced her to this informant.
So, you're the victim's family, huh?
Yeah, so you know anything about this?
Please, I'll pay you whatever you want.
Then, the informant started telling her about the Gokoku Sotenkai. Their leader was this guy named Sago.
I want this one and this one.
Sure, get whatever you want.
He was born into a very wealthy family. Then, when he was in middle school,
The bubble period. I had no idea Japan was once like this.
he found out about the bubble period. He wanted to make Japan great again.
To make the country stronger, we need stronger people. We gotta bring back the eugenic protection law.
Then he learned about the eugenic protection law. Then things started to get out of control.
Die.
Dad!
He pushed this kid in a wheelchair down some stairs and killed him. The school covered it up and ruled it as an accident.
I just got away with murder. I'm doing the right thing here.
There was no stopping him now. A few years later, he used his parents' money and founded the Gokoku Sotenkai.
We must make Japan great again.
Then he started taking things into his own hands. His organization kidnapped the disabled and murdered them.
You don't have the right to live. Die. Ugh.
That's why they targeted Miyashita Hospital. They knew most of the patients there had some sort of disability.
Get all of it on tape!
Yes, sir.
He even asked his men to film the entire thing. My client was furious.
This guy can't be serious. I'm gonna kill him with my own hands.
She wanted blood.
I got a better idea. I know this guy.
Yeah, he'll set things straight, trust me. So she came to me. Then she got down on the floor.
Please help me, sir, please.
Ma'am, she wanted justice. Then,
He was the sweetest boy ever, and he worked hard for years so he could walk again. He didn't deserve to die like this. They need to go. Send them all to hell.
she wanted these guys gone. My mind was already made up. Don't you worry. I got you.
Thank you.
Time for me to get to work. These guys are twisted in the head. This country will be much better off without them. I'm gonna wipe them out from the face of the earth. I'm gonna make these guys suffer. A few days later, we were at this fundraising party.
How did Godai-san get tickets for this thing?
I don't know, he's good. We were here to get Sago. A few minutes into the event,
Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for coming.
then we made our move. Rukawa, do it.
All right.
First, we used the smoke screens to blind everyone. Sago's bodyguard surrounded him right away,
What's going on?
Protect me!
Keep your eyes open.
but they were no match for me. Think fast.
Oh!
I started by chopping off their legs. Everyone started to panic. Come here, buddy.
Ah!
I was able to get him out of there without anyone noticing. After that, we brought him back to the torture chamber.
Wake up!
Ah!
Filthy animal. Get up. We had a busy schedule, so time to get started. Sago started screaming.
What the hell? You know who I am?
I had no time for this. Stop talking now. So, you like killing the disabled, huh? Then you set the hospital on fire and killed hundreds of innocent people. You ruined thousands of lives. How do you feel about that? You feel any remorse? I asked him the usual question. But then,
Those people contribute nothing to society. I did this country a favor. This country is for the strong.
okay, I've heard enough. Okay then, let's begin, tough guy. Rukawa, do it!
Yes, sir.
Then Rukawa flipped the switch. The barbed wire around his body. The machine started pulling them towards the wall. The barbed wire started cutting his flesh.
Ah, ouch!
He started screaming in pain. How about now? You still don't feel any remorse?
Hell no! Japan used to be strong. We were once the richest nation in the country.
That's nice. Well, let's keep going then. Then I hit a button. The floor beneath him opened up. His blood started dripping into the water tank.
Ah!
Then, this huge fish came out of the water.
Ah! Ah!
Then it bit off his legs. It was a fish called Mubenga.
Ah!
It was the most dangerous freshwater fish in the world. Then Rukawa started lowering him into the tank.
Have fun.
Ah!
The fish was hungry. It didn't take long for him to crack.
Help me, legs! I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry.
He started begging me for mercy. But I wasn't letting him off the hook that easily. Rukawa, bring him up.
Yes, sir.
I had to make him suffer. You're weak. Why should I help you? All the innocent people you killed? You probably think they're the weak ones, but you're wrong. You're the one that's weak.
What?
They may have disabilities, but so what? They work hard every single day to better themselves. Survival of the fittest? You may believe in that crap, but we're not animals. We're human. And us humans help the weak. That's what makes us so special. You may not have a disability, but you're a horrible human being and
You make me sick. If anyone deserves to die, it's you, buddy. And this country will be much better off without you. Burn in hell. This guy doesn't deserve the gift of life. It's time to end him once and for all. A few hours later, he drew his last breath.
What should I do with the fish?
Let him finish eating. We fed his remains to the fish.
After that, Gogokusa Tenkai was no more.
Maggots.
Burn in hell, all of you.
The hospital they set fire to was in the Kiryu district, and the Amo family wasn't gonna let that go. And so the job was done. What a beautiful day.
Masato, those guys are gone. Rest in peace, honey.
Hopefully this will give her some kind of closure and help her move on with her life. I'm Shigeo Ijuin. I'm a torture sommelier. I help people get true justice. One day I was meeting with a new client. Please sit.
Thank you.
It was this young woman. Her face was covered in bandages.
These guys killed my lover and violated me. I want them dead.
She wanted blood. She wanted justice. Her name was Ijuin. Sorry to ask, but what happened to your eye?
My lover was shot, and the bullet went through his body and took my eye out. He protected me. He saved me.
Then she started telling me what happened. She had a fiancé.
Yoko, will you marry me?
Toshia,
They started dating back in college and
I'd love to.
they got engaged a month before the incident. A few weeks later, they decided to go on vacation. It was their honeymoon.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
They were really excited about the trip. But then, this car started tailgating them.
What the?
Just let them go first.
So they moved aside and let them go first. The car belonged to this gang member.
Move already.
Relax, take a left to this next intersection.
They were trying to move out of the way, but unfortunately, they were trying to go the same way. Then, when the car came to a stop,
Okay, let's get him.
Hey, asshole!
they came running out of the car. Then
What are you doing? Come here.
they dragged her fiancé out of the car. Then they got Ijuin-san as well. As they grabbed her, her phone went flying. Then
What the?
her phone hit their car.
You bitch.
Come here, asshole!
Ah!
These guys lost it. After beating them up, they threw them in their car. Then they brought them back to this lodge in the mountains.
Okay then, time to pay for what you've done.
All right!
Stop!
Then they started beating them up again. They worked for a gang called Byakko.
If you don't want us to kill your boyfriend, I need you to be in this video.
What video?
A video for adults.
They were making money by selling illegal pornography online.
Once we make enough for the car repair, we'll let you go. Come on, you in or not?
She had no choice. But then, when the video didn't get enough views,
Okay, you missed the quota by 30%.
they made her fiancé pay the price.
Okay then, 30 shots coming right up!
Ah!
She had no choice but to keep going. After that, she uploaded a few more videos, but it wasn't getting enough views.
Toshia, no.
Ugh,
The gang member started to get impatient.
she's done for.
Yeah, let's move on.
They had no intentions of letting them go. They couldn't have any loose ends.
You go withdraw the money, I'll take care of them.
All right, I'll meet you at the club later.
But then,
He's by himself finally.
her fiancé, he saw this as a perfect time to strike back. Then, he tackled him down to the ground.
Run! Go! Go! What the?
Toshia!
He was severely wounded, but he used every last power in his body to buy some time for her.
Yoko, I'm so sorry, but You gotta go, please run! No! You little shit!
He wasn't gonna let them kill her. It was his last wish.
Toshia!
She had no choice but to run.
Not so fast, you bitch!
The guy pulled out a gun. But then,
Ah!
the fiancé got in the way just in time. He saved her life.
No! Toshia!
The guy kept shooting,
Die, die, die! Ugh.
but he couldn't hit her. But then one of them went through his body and nicked her in her left eye. Then, the fiancé fell to the ground.
Yoko.
He was shot more than 10 times. Then my client ran out of the house.
Gotta live for Toshia!
Wait up, bitch!
Somehow she managed to make it out of there alive. But then, she fell down a cliff. A few hours later, she woke up in the hospital.
Where am I? You're up?
She thought she was dead at first. A bunch of fishermen found her and saved her.
What the? Call 911!
She was severely injured, but
I gotta keep going!
she snuck out of the hospital. Then she went to the cops right away.
They tortured us and killed my fiancé! Catch these guys! Do something!
Okay, hold on!
Then the cops started looking into it. But then,
Is this the guy? He turned himself in here.
they showed her this picture.
What? No, this isn't him!
It was some guy she had never seen before. They probably paid some guy to take the fall for them so that the cops would stop chasing them.
They're still out there! They're gonna try to kill me, but I won't let them!
She decided to go after them herself. But then,
There she is. You really thought you could get away from Biako?
she ran into some bad guys in the Kokuin district.
Sorry, but you gotta go.
Come on now, you'll be in a better place soon.
They wanted her dead. But then,
You guys work for Byako, huh? Come here.
it was this trans woman. She was ripped. Then she said to my client,
Close your eyes. This is gonna be messy. Huh?
she wasn't playing around. So she closed her eyes. Then,
You think it's okay to hurt women? Think again.
Die!
she took them both out within minutes. Her name was Takasuna. She worked for the Kyogoku family.
Toshia! They killed him! Will you help me?
When she told her what happened, she started crying.
I'm so sorry for your loss, baby. Come on, maybe I can help.
So she decided to help. Then she took her to this gay bar.
I'm sorry to say this, but they dumped his body in Yazoo Lake.
Oh no! That's where we were going for our honeymoon!
When the owner of the bar told her what happened, she was devastated. They tied him in barbed wire and dumped his body in the lake like trash.
Barbed wires cut up the skin and releases the gas inside the body. That's way the body doesn't come up. It's how they do things.
She was speechless. Their names were Kase and Mizumoto. They were the leaders of the Byako gang.
You wanna die or be a porn star? Big one!
Come on, you don't want to die over this, do you?
They went after young women and they had dozens of bodies on them. But they never got caught because they always paid others to take the fall for them.
They always get rid of the body so cops can't do much. And if they find something, they just pay some guy to take the fall for them. They're loan sharks, so they use people in debt to take the blame. They're untouchable.
This is wrong! I'll kill them myself!
Hey now, hold on. You know you can't do that.
But then,
Don't you worry, I know a guy. He's a very scary man, but he'll be able to help.
And so she came to me. Then she took off her bandage. Oh.
I lost my dignity, my fiancé, and my left eye.
Her left eye was gone. Then,
Please, sir, I know what you can do. Please help me.
ma'am, she started begging me to help her. Then the look on her face changed.
We didn't deserve any of this. They ruined our lives. They don't deserve to live. Please send these guys to hell.
She wanted blood. Needless to say, my mind was already made up. Don't you worry. I got it.
Thank you.
Time for me to get to work.
These guys killed innocent women for no reason. I'm gonna make these guys suffer. Mark my words. By the time I'm done with them, they're gonna be begging me for the gift of death.
A few days later, we headed to Byaku's hideout. But then somebody was already there.
Hey, look! Go beat him up, Sago!
Or Waka-san, no!
Is that? I recognize them. Their names were Morikawa and Sago. They worked for the Kyogoku family. Morikawa was really good with the knife.
Come here! Die!
He was one of the strongest guys there. First things first, Kase and Mizumoto. They're ours. Got it?
Yes, sir, of course, sir.
I guess Takasuna called them beforehand. They knew why I was here.
Let's teach them a lesson.
Come on, Sago, let's go.
Okay then, moving on. They were working out of this abandoned concert hall.
Time to die, assholes!
Let's do this. What the? We're welcome.
We kicked down the door and entered their hideout.
Think fast!
Morikawa was good. He made this look easy.
Time to die!
These gang members were no match for him. Then Kase and Mizumoto showed up.
You little shits!
Die, bitch!
They both had guns. You can't shoot me.
What the?
It was nothing I couldn't handle. Too slow. I stabbed him in the neck with my middle finger. But then...
No! Here we go!
This was bad.
Ready to die? No!
He was about to kill Mizumoto. I couldn't let him do that.
Wait! Ha! Oh!
Huh? I pulled him out of the way just in time. Then he looked at me and said,
What are you doing? I don't think I like you.
He didn't even blink. This guy is a psychopath. I could tell. Sorry, but he's mine. I gotta make him suffer. He wasn't convinced, though.
What are you gonna do to him, man?
I'm gonna piss my pants.
Hey, I know.
Then he came up with this idea.
Let's play a game. Let's headbutt each other and last one standing gets to take him home.
I wasn't expecting that. Interesting. Okay, then. Ready when you are.
Cool. Here we go, then.
Then he pulled his head backwards. Then our heads collided.
Ah! This is gonna hurt.
I heard a loud thud. Morikawa. He's a tough one, I'll give him that, but look, kid. I'm not playing around.
Huh?
I do this for the victims' families. I can't just back down. Come on, let's keep going. Time to put this kid in his place. I headbutted him as hard as I could.
Ha! Ouch!
That should do it. He went flying across the room.
Wow, what the hell just happened? Ha! That was incredible, man! Look, you win, okay? You can have him. Rematch soon, okay?
Gotcha. Thanks. Okay, then, moving on. Back at the torture chamber.
Get up!
Ugh!
Morning, guys. They started screaming.
What the hell?
Let us go!
Shut up! You two robbed a woman of her dignity and killed her fiancé in cold blood. They were on their honeymoons.
You feel any remorse?
I asked the same question to all my victims before getting started. But then...
That guy was blocking our way, and that bitch didn't even make us that much money.
She was quite the runner. They should have chopped off her legs.
Yeah, then maybe we would have got him more views.
Okay, I've heard enough. Okay then, let's get started.
Rukawa!
Yes, sir.
Then Rukawa started pouring this liquid in the container.
Say bye to your feet. Huh?
It hurts!
Then they started screaming in pain.
No!
Ah!
It's acid. Their feet got dissolved within a matter of seconds.
Ah!
The acid burned the wounds, so I didn't have to worry about them bleeding to death. Now you can't run.
No!
Next, we crushed their shoulders.
Here we go.
Ah!
Ha!
Ah!
Now their arms and legs were useless. Look at you guys. You guys look pretty funny. Maybe we'll get a lot of views.
What?
Please stop!
If you get enough views, we'll let you live.
Come on, I brought my camera. Here we go. Do something funny. Go.
They were desperate to survive.
Hey everyone.
What's up, guys?
You guys suck.
Then, 3 days later, only 12 views?
It's not our fault.
Yeah, please forgive us!
Yeah, right. Now you know how those girls felt. Okay, moving on. Then Rukawa threw them in this fence.
Here we go. Ah!
Ugh!
They had no arms or legs, so all they could do was roll around. Then, the hatch on the floor opened.
Stop!
Ugh!
The rats started eating them alive. They were in a lot of pain. Then,
Please forgive us.
Please!
needless to say, there was nothing they could say to change my mind. This is nothing compared to the things you've done. You two don't deserve the gift of life. Die.
No.
Ugh!
The next day, they were nothing but skin and bone. The rats ate them alive. And so the job was done. Hopefully this will give my client some kind of closure. I wish her all the best. She's a strong woman. I'm sure she'll be able to move on.
Sir, I just got a call from the leader of the Kyogoku family. He wanted to apologize to you about the other day.
Oh, he didn't have to do that. Well, that's polite of him. I guess it's not easy being boss, even when you're a Yakuza.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out our other videos. And please subscribe to the channel.